What is going on, Sooner Nation? Welcome to Sooner Surge Instant Reaction as Oklahoma softball wins a close game, extra innings, 9 inning game, 6-5 over Florida, making their magic number one to clinch the SEC championship for the regular season title. Guys, what a game. I mean, this was a great game as far as just like excitement and just back and forth action. OU had the lead. They get it right back, tie it. OU gets a 5-3 lead within you before you can blink. It's 5-5. Just crazy. A lot of stranded runners for Oklahoma today. That's probably the story. But Sam Landry, 9 innings pitched, gets the W.
Well, I think Jay and Braden, the fact that Oklahoma with the ability so early in the game for Sam Landry to walk so many batters for Oklahoma to still maintain a lead and or stay within striking distance was huge for this team. Early in the game, you don't want that to happen again for Sam Landry. I thought she pitched an okay game. This is a full offense for Florida that's one of the best in the country, so you can kind of expect them to score some runs. They're just that good, but it seems like if OU and Florida are going to play a softball game, you might as well expect it's going in extra innings at this point, guys, because it seems like the last couple times they played, it's been great games. This is another thriller between OU and Florida. But it's Abigail Dayton and Agbayani, guys. Those are the two players, along with Ella Parker. Them three today played phenomenal all-around games. I think for them, we've talked about it in the bottom of the order, whether it's a Hannah Core or an Alina Agbayani or Abigail Dayton. For the bottom of the order to be consistent is huge. And Ella Parker, her bat, she was just really kind of quiet for so long. This last week, Ella Parker maybe has been the hottest player in the country, guys. I mean, she's playing that good. So Oklahoma for them. Offensively, we've seen them go on the road several times this year and struggle. This was an encouraging sign, especially facing the ace for Florida and Keegan Rothrock, to have that much success offensively. But a gutsy win, a big win, a huge win, whatever you want to say. The softball team, guys, they're starting to play their best ball, and it's good to see that if Sam Landry's going to struggle, the offense can be there for her. If the offense is struggling, you have Sam Landry who's pitching phenomenal games. So this team, they really have. I think they're really starting to peak at the right time, and that's huge.
This is what you call a Sooner Magic win.
Sooner Magic. You could make me. I don't know. I mean, they had to get some clutch hits when needed. That's the thing. They couldn't get runners home. They couldn't get runners home if you look back in some of those late innings. Get first two ladies on and still couldn't get them home. But you mentioned it, Jackson. Agbiani, she was on base 5 times. That's great. Dayton, you know who else? I think Core played good. Core had some key hits. And the hit, not many, we haven't talked about the pinch hit for Emmerling, Tia Malloy. Tia Malloy had a big hit to give Oklahoma the lead. And guys, if it was possible, I would have been pitch hitting for Emmerling again. I know you can't unless you just take her out, but she's just not doing anything, guys, at the plate. I mean, she's down. Her batting average has dipped like 220, and a couple of times she just needed to get the ball in the air in the outfield and get a runner home and couldn't do it. So that's a little concerning, guys. It really is. I keep thinking she might snap out of it, but a little concerning that she hasn't been able to get anything going as of late.
Yeah, I think it's with Isabel Emmerling. It is what it is at this point. It's what you can expect from her, Jay and Braden. She's not what Kinsey Hansen was. I don't even think anyone had that
I'm
expectation.
not comparing her to
No,
Hanson.
no. Yeah, I didn't. I know. I don't think anyone had that expectation for her, but there's just things being a fourth, fifth year senior that she shouldn't struggle with that she continuously does. And I think going into the postseason, we've seen JT Gasso and Patty not be afraid to pinch it for her a ton this year. I would not be shocked if we see that a ton in the postseason. Now, I think she's going to start every single game, and I know some Sooner fans may not agree with that, but she's played a ton of softball going into the postseason experience. It does matter. So she's going to be starting there, but Oklahoma going into tomorrow, if you can wrap it up, Jay, you said it to open, I believe. Chance to clinch the SEC title in the regular season, which would be huge for this team. First year in the SEC. Oklahoma, after that Alabama series, a lot of people are thinking these next few weeks are going to be really tough. This team, it's going to be tough for them to hang on, maybe finish not so well, but they've got hot at the right time, and that's been huge for this team.
Braden, who's your player of the game tonight?
Ella Parker.
Yeah, she had a lot of key hits, like leading off the innings. I mean, she got things going a lot for the Sooners. Ella Parker's been hot as of late. I hope she keeps it up. I think she will. Guys, I'm trying to think of who my player of the game might be. There's many you could say. I think. I mean, you've already mentioned Agbiani and Dayton, but Landry to go 9 innings is pretty impressive. And when it was 5-5, and for her to not allow anything else the rest of the way was big. So you could say that. Um, they the frustrating part of this game, if you're a Sooner fan, is like legitimately. I was sitting there thinking, was in the 8th inning. OU could have about 10 to 12 runs right now. I mean, and that's not even just straining a few runners. That's with runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. If they were able to get some of them. I mean, how many double plays did they bounce into today? I know Garcia, Pickering, at least 2. So
Yeah, I agree with that, Jay. It's frustrating to see this team. They haven't been able to capitalize with runners on base consistently this year. And I think that's maybe the one knack you could have with the team going into the playoffs is that they just haven't been able to capitalize consistently with those spots. But I mean, now Sydney Sanders, Jay, she's even batting under 300. Her average is down to 298 after today, which is that's like, now I know Sydney Sanders in the playoffs, she historically has been clutch for this team. So let's just wait and see there. But
hey, the
this
thing
team,
is though, they did strand a lot, but at the same time, they're kind of back to getting some clutch hits, which you have to have when you get in the postseason. Like that game was 5-5. That they could have lost that game the next inning. They go, when it's 5-5, they go a couple innings, didn't score, but they held down the fort, didn't allow any runs, and then they were able to capitalize and get a run when they needed it. So, when it was, what was it? 3-3 when Tia Malloy got her hit, I believe. And that was a clutch hit. So
Yeah.
they're starting to get clutch hits when it matters most. And that's what the great teams at Oklahoma have done in the past.
Right.
Nobody's sitting there saying they're going to go through this postseason, just dominate everybody.
No.
But you know what? What they have the ability to do is when it matters most, this team has the ability to rise to the occasion. And it's kind of looking like this team might be similar to the previous 4. And let's hope it is, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't think if anyone expects them to just continue to dominate in the playoffs. I mean, last year they didn't even dominate. I mean, the year before that, I believe, didn't they lose their first game and they had to play it all the way through, or was that 3 years ago? I don't remember. But this team, it's not a team that's just going to come out and mash 10 runs in 2 innings. This is a team, we've seen them. They build momentum as the game continues to build. And I think that's what we've seen. It's just finally, I feel like Oklahoma, the lineup, maybe even at the bottom of the order, you're less concerned about players being able to step up and get hits, maybe even what you have been in years past, because in your 9-hole, Hannah Core, I know she's not what Riley Boone was, but her average on the season right now is 339, guys.
She's playing better. She's playing better.
And she's been able to stay healthy, and that's huge. And Abigail Dayton, Jay, going back to the player of the game, I would give it to her, but Agbayani, you could say she deserves it. Braden, as you said, Ella Parker, Cassidy Pickering for her start to the game. There's an argument for her. I mean, this team, Jay and Braden, as all of us have said, they're playing their best ball at the right time.
Yeah, and hey, Dayton, man, she had a 12 pitch at bat and she got a hit, double. Then she had a 10 pitch at bat and got a walk. I mean, she is seeing the ball really well. She's going opposite field she's going with the pitches, so that's great to say. Last thing I'm going to say before I close here, guys. Base running's got to get better. They are still having base running issues that are leading to to not scoring runs. So that's got to be cleaned up before they move on to postseason. But you know what? Who would have thought this team? There's a lot of people nationally would not have thought this team one more win and they're going to be SEC champions. That's wild with how young they got. One senior on this team, Sidney Sanders, and here they are breathing down the door of SEC first year in the SEC champions. Doesn't get any better than that. Hey, appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure you like it. Make sure you like the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Sooners win 6-5, 9 innings. See you tomorrow.